Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Mr. Miller here again, and this is Wednesday the 29th of April. Wednesday the 29th. Tomorrow's the last day of April. It's crazy. So for today's Regents U.S. History class, we're going to be looking at a worksheet that I've got posted on Google Classroom. This worksheet is going to be dealing with African American developments over the course of American history to this point. Where we will start tomorrow, we'll get into topic 16 through 18 notes. So we will be looking at, to begin with, we'll be looking at kind of the beginning of the civil rights movement in the 1950s and 60s and kind of some developments that happened with that. So with all that being said, we kind of need to pick up where we have left off, or at least figure out where we've left off with African American rights in our country. So we're going to be looking at a worksheet today that is partly a graphic organizer and also partly a just a few questions to answer, I guess I might say. So let me pull this up and make sure that I can see what I'm looking at here. So basically what I've got for you is 8 different events that are taking place. I've already given you one of them. There are a bunch of years that go with that. So I guess I can just show you my other screen here. So I've got 8 different events that are here. One of them I've already given to you, but I've got years. So you need to figure out with each of those years what happened in regards to African American history. Okay, and specifically African Americans. We're not talking about, like, I'm sure that there was other stuff that happened in 1896. For example, I don't even know, the populist election with William Jennings Bryan and William McKinley. You could say, oh, that happened in 1896. That's not what I'm looking for, because there was something specifically that happened regarding African Americans and African American history in America. So you need to try to figure out what that is, what those events are in those time periods. What I might suggest is searching 1896 African American rights or something like that, and something will show up that will give you the right answer. And they will all be things that we have talked about so far in class. So because of that, you can kind of gauge that. If it doesn't sound like anything we would have ever talked about in class, then it probably is not the right thing to write down. There are obvious things for each of these years that should be written down for these. So your job, all 7 of these years, and I guess there's multiple years in the 5th box there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the 5th box there. There are multiple years there, but there are all one type of thing that happened during that time period. So you can figure that out, and 3 examples of something happening. So once you finish that, once you filled in all those boxes, there are 3 questions at the very end to answer. In 2 to 3 sentences, summarize African American history. What sorts of issues did African Americans still face after receiving their freedom? What do you think will be the next step for African Americans after 1948, which is this last event on the time period, or on the timeline? And it is also when we will pick up on Thursday. So that is all you've got to do. So once you're finished with that, send that to me, email that to me, or share it with me on Google Documents, or upload it straight to the assignment page that I'll post along with this video. So you can do any of those things to send it in to me. Now, again, just a reminder, we're looking at the end of the marking period this week. So if you would keep turning stuff in. I've gotten a bunch of stuff from people, so keep that up. Keep turning some things in, and I will give out some grades at the end of the marking period. Now, the stuff that's going on the marking period, it's all of the stuff up until last Friday. So the homework that we just did the last 2 days, that's not on this marking, or that's not on the 5th marking period. This work that we're turning in today, that is not on the 5th marking period. Anything that we do this week is not going on this marking period that's ending this week, just to give us a little bit of a border time to allow for people to make up work should they need to. So that is all I've got for you today. Again, make up old work. Work on this timeline here and get those questions done and turned into me. And that's about all I've got for you. So if you've got questions about anything, let me know. Otherwise, I will check in with you guys at a later date, and we will, I guess, come back together tomorrow for some notes. So until then, take care. See ya. Stay safe. Stay inside. Stay healthy. All that good stuff. So we'll see you tomorrow. Hey everybody, I forgot to mention, so I'm just throwing this in at the end of the video. I forgot to mention I'm doing a live video tonight, another Wednesday night live with Mr. Miller. That's what I'm kind of branding it as now. But spreading some joy and cheer during this turbulent time. So if you are interested, 9 p.m. tonight, it is going to be on YouTube this time. So on my YouTube channel, not on my Instagram page, not on the Miller Trees Instagram page. That a lot of you guys follow. It is going to be on the YouTube channel, so it is going to be right here. So if you need to figure out where that is, you could just follow the link to this video, and it'll be right on that channel. I've actually already posted a scheduled live event, so that is ready to go on there. So I think that's all I've got to say. But yeah, 9 p.m. if you're interested. Oh, it's on YouTube. I have a special guest coming this time. So special guest is going to be involved. It should be fun. So we'll go ahead and enjoy that. So should be good. So tonight, 9 p.m. if you're interested. That's all I've got to say about that. So I feel like Forrest Gump saying that. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Okay, that's all I got to say. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow or tonight at 9 p.m. if you're interested. So see you then.